Thank you very much. So, it's kind of a rough summer for me. I don't know. Anybody else have a rough summer? No one wants to cheer for having a rough summer. Okay, well.
Are those bills cheering in?
No. Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to pay them. I'm going to try to tell some bad jokes off them. Hold on. This is how prepared I am. It was just the type of summer where I wasn't eating the fun-sized candy bars. I was eating the miserable-sized ones. The ones that say, like, king on them. You're like, oh, maybe I'll feel royalty. I was eating that 5-gallon drum of cookies and cream ice cream you get. It's called, like, Happy Value. But it's just really just a bucket that you take the ice cream out and replace it with tears. I don't know, some of you probably don't know, some of you might know. The media didn't cover this event really well. You could just kind of find out about it on Twitter. It is kind of a rough event that happened recently. I had to take summer classes all summer, and I bitched about it all summer on Twitter. I was really upset about like all the things that were going on recently, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, what should I do? And she's like, well, why don't you turn to the Bible? And I was like, okay. So I flipped open and like right there on the first page, I saw the problem. And he gets down, and God goes like, it says he made everything in his image, likeness in 7 days, and he said, it's good. And I was like, wait a second. Why didn't he say like, shit's baller, I just made this awesome bam-pow God. He just said, it's good. And that's the kind of shit I was saying every time I was turning in one of those English papers I was writing all summer. It's like last minute, clap, 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 clap. Done. It's good. So like when people are like, God help me, we're all impoverished and there's lunatics running afoot and evil people, he's like, shut up, I don't know if I can take another Transformers movie, I don't know, that'll be it, I got shit to do. And likewise, when my professor was like, you might want to revise this because you look like an inept idiot, and I was like, well, I don't know, here's another period and a comma, and I changed the word, and I got other shit to do. I want to have some of the sex this summer, Like, I can't play volleyball because I got these classes, so I want to have some of the sex. I like the sex. I don't get why we're still comparing it to baseball. I think baseball is such a boring sport. Sex shouldn't be compared to baseball. There's more than 4 things to do in the sex. Like, I think a more accurate description, like a better sport to describe sex for me would be soccer, because it's like a lot of running around and very little scoring. Or perhaps another sport would be like golf, because at least we got something going in a hole. Like, we're working some metaphor there, right? The water traps could be like oral sex, and sand traps could be like a moisture-free hand job. Like the par could be the average amount of dates one has to go on before the ball goes in the hole. We all know, like, all the guys' par is 1. And ladies, be whatever par you want, be proud. But just know if you're like par 8, there's other golf courses. Maybe the best sport though is like fencing, comparing sex to fencing, because you're just both kind of poking at each other. And then if someone starts bleeding, you're like, maybe we shouldn't do this tonight. Unless we get a towel. Of course I had to find someone to have the sex with, because the self-love only goes so far, and then I get back to the miserable-sized candy bars. So I went on the online dating sites. I went to a Christian dating website, and I put up a profile as Satan, because I know girls like a bad boy. It was weird, because the pay-for sites, everyone's like, we want a return on our investment, So it's really serious, So I was like, well, maybe it'll be more relaxed if I do like the free ones. But then what I forgot about the free ones is when you sign on, the day you sign on, there's been 100 dudes for like months who've been writing to every single girl like, I want to take you down to the basement, I want to cut off your head, and I want to use it as a puppet head. It's a mistake. You'll love me. You'll understand what love is. So I don't know how to fight my way through that crowd, and then I've just associated myself with that crowd. Feeling terrible. Let's see, let me just finish this up real quick. I met the girl that I met, and I'm really into her, and I knew things were going to work out because I was cleaning through my house and I found this old box of like old keepsakes, and in them was one of those like love coupon books, you know, like that your girl, like an ex had made for me like a long time ago. Like I was like, hey, I just gave you like a steak dinner and flowers, what'd you get me? And she was like, I made this book of coupons that you'll never redeem. And so I said, you know, when we were early in our relationship, so I called up my ex and I was like, hey, how you do? Oh, you're engaged there, huh? Nice. Well, hey, I found this book of coupons that's a couple years old. I couldn't help but notice there's no expiration date, so I was wondering if we maybe redeem those. She hung up on me. So I called this current girl who I totally am into, and I said, hey, I found this old coupon book of coupons that an ex had made me. Do you by any chance match competitors or best them by 10%? And she said, yeah. I'm like, let's go fencing. Thank you very much.